everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers, who love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Bulldogs going up against the Steelers. So let's get you up to the Steel City. Standing by in Pittsburgh, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the London Bulldogs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. This offense has some speed, and certainly Martavis Bryant, he has some speed.
He has that, and he has size. That's what makes him so difficult to cover, because just when you think you have to play him one way, the other attribute kicks in. Martavis Bryant could be an all-star real soon.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's complete right side to Benjamin. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. And a look now at the starting defense.
You have to love Jamie Collins. You can use him just about anywhere on the defense. Inside linebacker, outside linebacker, defensive end. He might even play a little bit of safety if you give him the chance.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Here we go. All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Let's take it inside his own 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken a 1st quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Here you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time. And it paid off on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I believe I understand where the offense was going there. They just hit a big pass play, thought they could fool them with a run, but maybe they overthought it a little bit. Just hit a nice pass, come back with another one, keep the momentum going.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Let's go. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Black 99 Philly, here we go. Black 99. Gone. Let's go. 319. 319.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm.
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage. And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Here we go now.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Detroit! 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 All right, now look at 56. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Leopard! Leopard!
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt. Maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. fielded at the 33. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Give them 11 on the game there, and the Steelers are going to have a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Set. Blue. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the 1st quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Leopard. Here we go now. Blue. All right, now, lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot. Over.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st.
Set. 3-19. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Gun.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
Detroit. Set. Green 39. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Now let's go. Blue 90.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught at the 1. Only 2 yards on the completion at 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they try the right side here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And that'll give them a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Fresh set of downs here.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Really tough drive, but that run help salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go!
Now a handoff to Crowell. And a solid run down inside the 30. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go!
They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
So it'll be first down here after the run. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. First down carry now for Crowell. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 2nd down following the run.
Here we go!
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here we go.
Here's a give to Crowell. Stiff-armed him. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Isaiah Crowell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He dropped an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Benjamin with it over the middle. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And the offense moving quickly to the line. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field.
That's caught inside the 20. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back there, Detroit. Here we go now. Please. No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Ten yards to go on 3rd.
Good. All right, that's you now, Barney. Here we go now. Green, 39.
Back to throw again. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
All right, now, lucky 56.
again, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Detroit! Leopard! No, check, Patriot!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal.
Detroit! Gone! Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 30. Leopard. All right, now, look at 56.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And Bailey able to knock it through. So, hey, you. Yeah, you. John, why'd you skip Larry's halftime? I'm just kidding. I don't know who you are. But if you're John, I bet you're pretty freaked out for a second. All right, let's get to the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you're worried about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try.
Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 22 on that one. And that'll be good enough for the 1st.
Obviously, a big play was needed. And you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
Crowell. Down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
3 yards remaining here on 2nd down. They come out here in the I. They'll run it again with Crowell. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Brand 38.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it here. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this is going to be incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it's 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Let's go. Detroit.
On play action, they'll throw. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taken in at the 11. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And here now the offense heading back out there. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Again, it's Crowell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They come out here in the I.
Let's go.
Play clock winding down. This is Crowell. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go.
On second down, here's Crowell. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Back now in Pittsburgh. And they only need a little bit here. 3rd down and very short.
Let's go.
They'll run with Crowell. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And that enables him to also pick up the first.
Here we go. 1, 9.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Corey Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going up top. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Surveying the field. He's going to take another shot here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 21 yards. And on fourth and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
All right, here we go.
The They'll look to throw again. Looking for Benjamin, but it's in. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. A great read, and it's picked off. And oh, at the end of it, he stripped. Ball comes loose.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth.
Leopard! Here we go now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They still can't get it. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it first and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense.
Let's go!
Now it's Crowell. And a cut to the sideline. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. They keep it with Crowell on first. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. On the run, it's Crowell. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. They come out here in the eye. On third down, Crowell. And he's going to lose yardage. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw here. He's got time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
All right, now look at 56. Let's go. 56.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. All right, now look at 56. All right, gun. Here we go now. Green.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Now this offense ready to take over again. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that
and play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught at about the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if he's...
And it's caught. Touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop. Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away, but oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
Looking to throw. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. And now back out comes the offense. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. And it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for London, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.